Greetings all, Fanny here for Gemini's Daily Oracle Message. Ooh, what's popping out for you, Gemini? You will survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Gemini, whatever struggles you are dealing with right now, they are temporary, my love. This too shall pass. So take it as a learning experience. What can you gain from what you're going through right now? If there is struggle, maybe there is something you can do to relieve that ache and that burden. If there is hurt, maybe you can do something to heal that. Forgive something. And forgiveness is not something you do for the other party involved. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself. So that receipt of resentment and negativity does not fester and carry on into the next adventures of your life. You have baby steps. It will all come in time, my love. Actions. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. That is one of the biggest advices I can give to anyone that is starting their spiritual journey, is strengthen your intuition and follow it even if it does not make any logical sense, because spirit does not always make logical sense. I give this example. I DoorDash intermittently to make sure I pay my bills while I'm starting my business. And one day I was out and my off-ramp was 2 exits ahead to get to my destination. But my intuition very much was tugging me to take the off-ramp that I was coming up upon. And I listened to it. And I'm so thankful that I did, because as I was exiting off the ramp, the truck in front of me lost part of its load and metal went everywhere in the middle of the intersection, and I was directly behind it if I had continued following it to the destination that my GPS was telling me to go. Had I not listened to my intuition, at the very least I would have been in an accident. At the most, I may have lost my life that day. And so listening to your intuition, even when it does not make any logical sense, may help you in ways beyond that you're imagining. You have some gorgeous energy coming up with the Whale and Orca Elders. Share your song, frequency of sound, deep diving. Music is so important because music is sound. Sound is vibration. Vibration is energy, and energy is magic. That's why it's called spelling when you speak and write, because you're spelling your wishes into existence. It is the magic that escapes your throat chakra out your mouth to create that sound, to create that rhythm, and it is all music. And when you sing, it is more powerful, and the rhyme is true. That one didn't rhyme, but that you get my point. Singing and spelling your magic into existence adds to the power of it. So this is another time to be careful of your words. You also have, you got the love. Hadron energy, codependency, and boundaries. If you have codependency with people in your life, I want you to try and do things more independently, because maybe that's what you need to take baby steps away from, being so dependent and reliant on other people. Because you can't take everyone with you where you're going in your life, especially as you're leveling up and becoming everything that you're meant to be. There will be people that have to stay behind in their situation because maybe it's not on their path to walk beside you the entire way, or maybe they haven't done the work to meet you where you're at. You can't hold yourself back because the ego is attached to other people. I did so for 7 years in this relationship with the girl that was my first friend and my best friend from 13 all the way to, it was December 2020. So yeah, in my 20s, from 13 to 20, I had this friend who was a very toxic friend because she always needed my constant validation, affection, and attention. Even when I moved 7 states away for 3 years, I always had to have my phone on me to be her release, to be her support. And it was exhausting. It was draining me because I couldn't have a life outside of that. And I had to slowly start taking baby steps away from that until I finally said, I'm done with this. And I'm so happy that I did, because my life bloomed and my energy was no longer being choked and suppressed, because I was able to let go of that which did not serve me anymore. And not saying that all of my friends have to serve me hand and foot, no. But if they are not supporting you, they are not encouraging you, and they are not giving you love, you do not need it. Because that is just emotional dumping, trauma dumping, and using you for your radiant light. I very much was being used for my radiant light. I made people feel better, but to a point where it was exhausting me and making me feel bad, and nothing is worth that, my love. You have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before, Gemini. You have jump in, Andromeda energy. Yes. Say yes to change and adventures. So what you are going through now, please trust your intuition and jump in head first, because where you're going may not make logical sense to yourself or the outside world, but it is exactly where you need to be to become everything you're meant to be, my love. And who you are going to become is so much more powerful, wiser, stronger, and more radiant than who is sitting here now. And I cannot wait to see you blossom like the beautiful lotus flower that you are. Have a beautiful day, Gemini.